Magic lovers. This week's 1v1 commander, I just cannot seem to stop the Guilds of Ravnica train from rolling. I was gonna be done, but then I realized, you know what? I do kind of like Izoni. I figured I'd at least try it out. I've seen some builds that haven't worked. So I thought I would try a straight Dredge deck. And I don't think Golgari gets a lot of love. Obviously, there's the Gitrog monster, but like Sultai is so much better than Golgari most of the time that Golgari doesn't get a much love. So I thought I would just try it out. I have no idea if this is gonna work. I try to keep the curve pretty low. I want to be getting stuff into my graveyard on turn 1 and 2. I don't know how successful I'm going to be at that. There's only so many Dredge things that are available, but we'll just have to see. I'm just going to try it out. Let's just see what happens. I got a game. I am on the draw. I am playing against Emmara. I have a Grim Player. I could Inquisition this Golgari Thug if I wanted to. I'm going to keep this hand. I don't know if I really want to Inquisition myself. Oh, Entomb. Then no, I don't want to. I want to Entomb something. Alright, Soul Ring. And Celestia Cluestone. Alright, that's a lot of mana. Let's get our own train running here. Entomb. And probably Life from the Loam. I think that's probably it. And let's pick up the Life from the Loam. And then, so we got Crop Rotation, Satyr. Alright, well we can't, well I mean, I guess we could, but the top, put any number in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and do that. Inquisition's not really going to do anything anymore. My opponent's already up to 6 mana. Which is insane. They are declarationing stone my Grimflayer, least of my worries. I get a clue token at least. And they have Emmara. And a Lightning Greaves. And they can haste Emmara. They're certainly off to a lightning fast start. They have 2 cards in hand, though. Return target creature card to your from your graveyard to top your library. I could bring the Satyr Wayfinder back. Ooh, that's good. Maybe I will do that. Although if I play Life from the Loam and dredge it... Let's play this. I might have wanted a Life from the Loam. Alright, so maybe I did want to last... Alright, let's just start with the Inquisition. See what they got left. Sterling Grove, Elixir of Immortality. Alright, they got nothing going on there. Let's take the Sterling Grove. Sack this for a Bayou. Let's make this into green and so it's Life from the Loam back, a couple of lands. And let's go Golgari Thug. Oh, it's when it dies. Okay. That's fine. So I'll probably use it to block anyways. And, I can grab that Satyr Wayfinder. Alright, they're drawing drawing a card. Okay, this is the clue stone, not the new ones. And I'll probably block the soldier. And let's get the Wayfinder back. Although, I could have just made a big Izoni, now that I'm thinking about it. No, let's just draw the Wayfinder anyways. I can't just... This thing's... Remove a counter. So this thing's only a... yeah, it's not very big. We want the... We want the Wayfinder anyways. Alright, so Una's Prowler, Dark Blast, Liliana. So there's 3 creatures in our graveyard. Let's crack this clue. Do I want to bring back Dark Blast? Or... yeah, let's bring back Life from the Loam. Animate Dead, Regrowth. And let's cast the Life from the Loam. For just 1 land. And say go. I'll probably bring the Life from the Loam back up again, because I do want to really pump up these creatures that benefit from graveyards. Being a little bit awkward, but I'm just figuring out this deck. I think I'm still going to block. It's another creature in the graveyard. Maybe I don't have enough creatures in general in the deck. I don't know. I put quite a few in. Tails, I lost the flip. Is this one 4 versus 3 on... I don't really need the Life from the Loam. Let's bring back that one. Although it takes a creature out of my graveyard. I'm not thinking it through all the way. Alright, let's go ahead and make a giant commander. Oh, yeah, it's more color intensive than I thought. So let's go green, black, green, black, green, big commander. Just 3 of them, but that's pretty good. It's a good start. At least we can always bring it back again. Dredge more, make a big Golgari Grave Troll, although I'd almost rather... Alright. Made of Swords. But I was saying, I'd almost rather have the Golgari Grave Troll. They're giving me the GG because I have 3/1/1 blockers, and they can't beat that. I got another game. I'm on the draw. I got a turn 1 Mulch. I also have a Stitcher Supplier, which I could do instead. Yeah, actually I can... And I also have the Vamp Tutor playing against Emmara. This is a different opponent, also playing Emmara. Alright, so let's... Twilight Mire, Mox Diamond, the Forest, just black, 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 Stitcher Supplier, and Thoughtseize my opponent. I'm not sure the discard spells are really that necessary. Anointed Procession, Collective Blessing, Glare of Subdual. They're all very good. Tap target artifact or creature, Collective Blessing, Anointed Procession. I'm going to take the Procession. I'm going to have to mulch next turn. And then I might have to vamp tutor for a life from the loam at some point. Oh, there's a Dakmor salvage in my graveyard? Let's take that. And then we hit Vorel's Stronghold. Alright, let's go ahead and mulch. Take a cavern. There's a Raven's Crime in my graveyard. But we're not looking to do that. Let's go ahead and Dakmor salvage and say go. I could potentially Stitcher Supplier or Journey to Eternity. The Stitcher Supplier is a way to. It deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Okay. They can also Glare of Subdual my Stitcher Supplier, and then just I never get to sacrifice it. I'm not sure about this Journey to Eternity. I just kind of threw it in. Like, if you flip it, it's fantastic. I think we want to stop on my turn. They are Journey, Green Sun Zenithing. Alright. Things gonna get big pretty quick. Yeah, they can just Glare of Subdual my creature forever. So the Journey line isn't very good. Let's Vamp Tutor. Grab a life from the loam. We're being pretty slow and my opponent is being pretty fast. But let's grab Maze of Ith, Urborg, Vorel Stronghold. Do I want a Maze of Ith? Can't be the target of abilities. Alright, let's just play Urborg, I guess. And we can Raven's Crime them. It doesn't really cost us anything. Get rid of the Cavern. They discarded the Collective Blessing. Alright, so probably blocking with the Stitcher Supplier. We got not quite enough mana to really go off yet. There's the Glare. Alright, so we don't get a block. They can also tap my Mox Diamond. Yeah, they're off to a fast start. I do have Damnation. A couple other things. Toxic Deluge. Toxic Deluge, not as good against... let's bring that back. We got Raven's Crime in the graveyard. Let's grab... or let's play the Maze of Ith, because it's green. It's black. It's still a land. And then... yeah, we got one more turn before we can Izoni. Let's first Raven's Crime them, discarding the Stronghold. And then we'll Life from the Loam, getting back the rest of these lands. And then we will Raven's Crime them again, discarding Cavern, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And then and say go. I do have Jared in my graveyard, so I can sacrifice a swamp and a forest to return it. I don't actually have a forest. Everything's a swamp. Alright. Sure could use a Wrath. That Shauna is the biggest problem by far. Alright, let's take this stop off my upkeep. And we're gonna bring back Life in the Loam. Play a land, and we're gonna... They didn't tap down my artifact there, which is almost certainly wrong. They might not have realized they could. So I don't know how many this is. I'll let Magic Online tell me how many this is. It's like 4 or 5, I think. Alright. It's not nothing. 4. So we can chump block this thing. They don't have enough tokens to tap everything down. They can tap Izoni down, because that's the best blocker I have. Alright, that's all they're tapping down is the Izoni. So let's block here, block here, block there, and call it good. I don't know if they have a trick or something. They would have had to have top decked it. I guess they could just replay Emmara. I didn't want to attack with the Stitcher Supplier because I can put the Journey on it and then just bring it right back. I'm in a bit of trouble because let's bring back the Grave Troll. They can just tap down all my creatures, so it's probably too slow. Maybe I should have just drawn a card. Play the Grave Troll. It's big. Tap it down. This costs 5 mana, brings me back this thing, gets me another mana back, so it's 4 mana, leaving me with 3 mana. I've already played my land for the turn. And they can just make it so I can't chump block this Shauna and I'm dead. I think I'm dead no matter what. Alright, well, it's the same number of creatures either way. Let's journey that thing. Let's sacrifice another creature. Green, black, and black. Sacrifice this creature. Really feeds my graveyard here. There's a lot going on there. I got a Stinkweed Imp. Can I cast the Stinkweed Imp? Is that better than... Yeah, I can't maze the Shauna. So let's play a Stinkweed Imp. See if it's good enough. Probably not. If they do the math, it's pretty easy to figure out how to kill me. Just my deck's slow and dirtily. And they got out an early Shauna. And alright. Soul Attendant. Alright, it looks like they figured it out. It's not hard. Yeah, alright. Okay, so I forgot about these guys, the Merciless Executioner, the Fleshbag Marauder, and the Plague Crafter. I was going to put them in, and I just forgot to. Um, and so that pumps up my creature count a little bit. And then I thought I would also try out Tarmogoyf. And I normally would want to only remove non-creature spells, but I don't think Sylvan Safekeeper really does anything in this deck. I mean, it kind of does, but since my commander isn't Titania or the Gigrong monster, it's not nearly as good. So we'll get rid of that, and then I'm just going to get rid of these 3 discard spells. That ups my curve a little bit, but the discard spells, you don't really want to point those at yourself. Like, that's like a worst case scenario. And then the other creatures, they actually do put things into my graveyard. They put creatures into my graveyard, so they might help fuel my graveyard. So we're up to 27. I might want to try some more. I might be able to run like Dark Confidant or something like that. But we'll try it out like this for now, and we'll see where we go from there. I got another game. I'm on the draw. This hand's pretty good. I don't have anything to discard to the Wild Mongrel, but if I do have a Dredge card, I can just discard it to the Wild Mongrel, and I mean, it's still a 2/2. I can use it to discard lands if I get... Actually, I can use it to discard lands to fuel up Titania. Playing against Daretti. Alright. And they're going to get a turn 2 Daretti. Alright, there's Daretti. I guess we already have a land that we can throw away for Titania. And we get a turn 3 Titania. So that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and... Yeah, there's nothing I really need to do. Just go ahead and play the Wild Mongrel. We can fade burn if we need to. Don't really want to be discarding a bunch of lands to fade burn, but... Alright, so they have a Solemn. Alright, that's an excellent blocker and an excellent thing to sacrifice. They discarded an Abrade. But our Titania will be pretty hard to block. And they have a Mishra's Workshop. Okay. Alright, crop rotation is really good, actually. So let's get a Bayou. Let's play Titania. Get back that. Sack it. And I guess we'll just get a Forest. And let's attack Daretti. They're obviously going to block there, and I guess I'll discard Crystal Vein. Oh, or I'll miss my trigger and discard nothing. That was great. Alright, well I guess that was a thing. Puts a creature in the graveyard. It's not the end of the world. They don't really have anything to get back here. And I haven't crop rotated yet, so that just gives them more information than they necessarily need. So they're discarding 2 cards. Thran Dynamo. Okay, nothing really big to get back yet. They could play that big dragon thing. This is huge. Spine. Could play a spine. There's the dragon. Okay. And a goblin welder. Not sure what we get here. I guess we could just get a maze to stop the dragon from ever getting in. That's probably pretty good. Let's get a maze. Yeah, let's... I want to get rid of this thing. So I'm going to attack all out. And risk my Titania, which they will probably block. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with everything at Daretti. They could double block, or they could block with these things and keep Daretti alive. And then bring back the Steelheld Kite. I don't think they expected me to make 2 more tokens. Let's just attack with all creatures at Daretti. They have to sacrifice an artifact in order to get back. Alright, they're just going for that block. I have this Vorel Stronghold, which helps me get back the Titania. And also the extra creature in my graveyard helps with this. We need green and black. And 2. So it's just 2 1/1s, but it's still pretty good. Oh, and Daretti did die. So that's good. And they got a Basalt Monolith. Alrighty then, I am getting Ruinationed. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate, but not that bad. There's a Shriek Maw. Alright, we're gonna... Can I just cast it, or do I want it in my graveyard? It's 5. We have 5. Alright, so I definitely want that thing dead. So we'll cast it. It has fear. It helps us hit a Daretti. Let's kill that thing. And then we do a ton of damage here, actually. I think they're dead next turn. Alright. I see, okay. Alright, well, if you want to block Izoni, you need to take all this damage. It's 17 damage. And then they can hit me and get rid of all my tokens, which is unfortunate. And that's why they got rid of the Maze of Ith, which is smart. So 0, yep. Aetherflux Reservoir. Alright. That's a lot of life gain. Another land is not what I wanted here. I'm probably getting back the Maze of Ith. I'm probably going to bring back Titania and then get back my Maze of Ith. Alright, they have a Chandra. So, because I was thinking they probably needed to use this 5 mana trigger. Oh, they're adding red. Alright. Metal Worker. Alright, they can... Oh, I don't have 2 green, do I? Oh, that's unfortunate. I played the wrong land last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's get back Maze of Ith. Let's Cabal Coffers that thing. And then the question is, do I attack Chandra or do I attack them? I think I attack Chandra. I want to keep this thing alive. I don't want to go too all in on the Shriek Maw. Opponent's at 0 cards in hand. They do have a Mana Crypt in play. Alright, they're getting in... Oh, yeah, so they have to deal damage. So let's Maze of It that. They can't actually block the Shriek Maw with the Steel Hellkite, which is unfortunate. So what'd you draw? Exile the top card, Snow-Covered Mountain. So I take a damage. 2 damage, it's 2, right? Yeah. Oh my god, they top decked Fiery Confluence. Nothing I can do with that. That is a real kick in the teeth. So, 1, 2. I can't replay Izoni. Alright. At least I have protection from the Steel Hellkite. I'm taking 2 a turn from the Chandra. They've been very lucky with the Mana Crypt for the last couple turns. Alright, so they weren't lucky this time. They're adding mana with Chandra. So are they just replaying Daretti? Yep, they're replaying Daretti. Draw some cards. Okay. Well, I'm going to return Titania. And they can make 2 tokens, and hopefully they don't top deck something like Fiery Confluence again. They're making me Maze of Ith for some reason. Seems unnecessary. Let's grab back this Titania. Let's play said Titania. And get back a Verdant Catacombs, I'm pretty sure, unless we want a Cabal Pit for something. No. Let's get Verdant Catacombs. Let's play and crack the Verdant Catacombs. Get... Not sure if there's really a reason to do that. I'm not sure if there's a reason not to either. Alright, and we'll play the Crystal Vein and say go. I'm probably just going to crack the Crystal Vein for nothing. Although if they target Chandra, I can use the Crystal Vein mana to reactivate Stronghold. We missed again with the Mana Crypt. Ticked up with Chandra and hit a Reliquary Tower. Discarding. They didn't, notably, they did not tick down in order to kill Sculpting Steel. You making another Steel Hellkite? That's gonna suck a little bit, yeah. It's not great. Alright, they didn't make me do it this time. Let's just sacrifice that for mana. Alright, what do we traverse for? Is there anything that kills them? Do we even have 3 card types, first of all? I could just get, we have 3 card types. How do I only have 3 card types? Alright, let's beat their face. And they have to block with one of them. And then, yeah, not blocking with two of them is very risky. Alright. Oh no, they had to block with two of them. And I could kill them with this right here. Come on, Mana Crypt. Oh! No Mana Crypt. So they actually needed the Sculpting Steel in order to stay alive. Ancient Tomb. I take 2 more damage. Alright, they are bringing back... Oh, they're sacrificing the Mana Crypt to bring back the Steel Hellkite. Okay, that makes sense. They don't want that in play anymore. And they're gaining life from the Aether Flux Reservoir. They're at 3 life. Is that enough, though? Drawing a card. This has been, like, super grindy. Neverall's Disc. That's too slow, right? They're at 5. I just have to attack with all, right? And that's 5. All right. Whew. All right, so that was a match. So I'm on the draw. I got a 1-lander that does nothing. This one's pretty good. Yeah, we'll keep this. All right. Do I want... Not really. No big mana rock. Faithless Looting. Okay. They discarded a Steel Hellkite there. Oh, the Shaman's pretty good. Let's play this Stitcher Supplier. What do we get in our graveyard? Stinkweed Imp Crucible. Stinkweed's pretty good. What is Stinkweed? 5? Dredge 5. That's actually really good. And it blocks the Steel Hellkite. Alright, Fire Diamond. Alright, so we're going to dredge the Stinkweed Imp. That's for darn sure. Didn't hit another creature. It did hit a Life from the Loam. So that's pretty good too. So we'll get a Bayou. And I don't think it matters if I put a creature from my graveyard onto my library, because I'm going to dredge the Life from the Loam. We have a Dread Return to get back a Lord of Extinction. Alright. So we can just play this Stinkweed to block their Hellkite. Hellkite doesn't really do that much yet. And if they're sacrificing an artifact to get back the Hellkite, that's pretty good for us. Alright, they're out of the range now because they used all their mana. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to Life from the Loam. It's hard not to Life from the Loam, even if it's probably wrong. Daretti. And let's play the Stink... Or do we Life from the Loam instead? Let's Life from the Loam. Let's tap our mana right first. Life from the Loam. Let's get basics. And the Marsh Flats, I guess. Alright, that gives us mana to Dread Return, which is already... How big is this thing? It's a 16/16? Alright, you need to put something in the way of all my creatures here. Otherwise, Daretti dies. Scrap Trawler, okay. Yeah, let's dredge back to life of the loam to make our creature bigger. I could Journey to Eternity, but I'd rather just dread return this big thing back. Alright, and we will get in at Daretti with the Glowspore Shaman. Alright, they're blocking. No surprises there. Nothing to get back. Let's just go ahead and dread return. The Lord of Extinction. That thing is big. Alright, they are sacrificing an artifact to get back the Steel Hellkite. They don't have 5 mana to activate it. Sacrifice it to destroy target permanent. So let's... Oh, reanimate's pretty good. What else is in there? Rummanap Excavator. Just go ahead and Journey to Eternity this thing. Attack their face and Daretti. Alright. And they're at 7 life. We have Yavimaya Hollow up. Let's just say go. So this is destroy, so we can just regenerate it. Alright, take 5. Yep, they're going for it. I think they're going to be disappointed. That wins it. Sweet. So we do have a few artifacts, but we don't really have... We just kind of have creatures, instants, and sorceries. So this is pretty much always going to be Delirium 3. I'm going to try the Dark Confidant. It's another creature. So we're up to 28 creatures, which is probably close to like the 30 I'd like to hit. And then we'll try that out. I don't think we're ever really turning. I don't want to skew my decks to where I have a bunch of artifacts so that I can enable one card. When Dark Confidant is already very good. We've got 40 lands that we could hit with Dark Confidant and only a few 5-drops. Right, I got another game. I'm on the draw. I am playing against Emmara. This is the same as the first opponent. This hand actually isn't very good. Let's mulligan it. It's just really slow. No black lands. But the cards are fantastic. But, alright. Let's mulligan that to the bottom. They have a Birds of Paradise. I have a Soul Ring. I also have a Damnation, if I ever get to cast it. I might be crop rotating to get a Bayou, which is, like, never what you want to do. But, you know, sometimes you have to. Fauna Shaman's pretty good. But, I mean, I could just mercilessly execute them. No, that doesn't really... Not drawing a land is not opportune. And let's get a Bayou. And let's play Dark Confidant. Definitely not going to block with the Dark Confidant. Hopefully I don't have removal for it. I do have this Damnation, though, which is a little awkward with Dark Confidant, but I can turn Dark Confidant off that way when I've drawn enough cards or my life totals in jeopardy. Alright, Cryptolith right, pretty good. They're just going to dump out their hand for me, aren't they? Signet. Sorry. I drew a land and I drew Driven to Despair. I kind of want to keep the Dark Confidant for another turn. I don't know if Merciless Executioner really does anything. And Fauna Shaman... I guess Fauna Shaman's still good, even if I Damnation it away. Let's not pay life. Let's Fauna Shaman. It's a good blocker for the 1/1s. And this gives them an extra turn to play out their hand. They're not drawing cards off any of their creatures played yet, so... Right, like Shalai, for example, is kind of exactly what I want them to do. They're down to 1 card in hand, so I think it's pretty close to time to Wrath. Hopefully I get a land, and I can discard this Merciless Executioner and get something else. Urborg. Alright. Like a Gitrog monster, I think, would be like what I really want. I haven't seen that guy yet. I guess I could get rid of the Tarmogoyf, and then I might keep the Gitrog monster around. Or keep the Merciless Executioner to kill their Emmara when they play it again. That should be pretty... Let's get a Gitrog monster. And then let's Wrath all this noise away. Maybe I should have attacked. They gain life from the attack. My guess is they conceded this. Yep. Okay. Alright, I got another game. I am on the draw. Stinkweed and Cavern of Souls. Discard. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's awkward. Playing against Erebos. But we can discard the Stinkweed Imp on turn 1. That's pretty good. Hopefully we draw... Oh, I'm on the play. Alright. We'll play the Putrid Imp. Maybe I'll wait a turn, hoping to... I guess I can human, elf, orc. So human gives me Grimflayer. So we probably want to stop on my upkeep, because I want to draw the Stinkweed Imp, but I want to gain the flying bonus. I guess I don't really need the flying bonus. We'll see what happens. All right, they have an Ancient Tomb. It is a little risky doing this. Let's discard it anyways. Let's go for it. We came here to dredge. I'm going to dredge. This thing is dredge 5 too. Alright, we Living Death, Deathrite, Realms Uncharted. Not quite enabling this yet. We do need to draw a land. That's the risk I pushed myself into here. We do have this Grimflayer, though, which we can use. Let's go human. So green, black on human, Grimflayer. Alright. They played a swamp and said go. I'm not going to discard the Stinkweed Imp this turn. I do want to draw a land. Golgari Thug, okay. Maybe it was a bit aggressive. Look at the top 3 cards. Put any number of them into your graveyard. And the rest on top of your library. Alright, so these in my graveyard, and I'll take the Entomb. Definitely not dredging with an Entomb on top of my library. So that clicked both of these guys up. So they play an Erebos? Or do they have removal? Curse of the Cobble. Half of their permanents rounded down. Oh, I see. No. Actually, we want to entomb before we... Oh, it doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, no, because it's going to shuffle our library. So let's entomb first. Like, I need life from the loam, but I don't have green. So is there anything else? Yeah, let's just put life from the loam in. We'll eventually hit green. We'll find it here, I guess. It's a lot of damage. Do I need 2 of them on top? Alright, it doesn't really matter. So we'll do it that way. Alright, and say go. Put 2 time counters for sacrificing a permanent. I might do that. I don't know. Half of my permanents rounded down. Alright, there's... Return target black card from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice this cavern. It's not really helping me anymore. Definitely not bringing back life from the loam yet. There's not really a reason to do that, but I guess there is actually, because we're stacking the top of our library. So let's discard the Stinkweed Imp to give this thing flying. Our lands were certainly very awkward. Alright, they're blocking. This thing has trample though, so it still does damage. It still sets up the top of my library. Although, I'm probably dredging back life from the loam. I guess I could just take a land. And then... Let's leave the opportunity to do either. Because if they play a creature, we might want to mercilessly execute it. Alright, they give up. They don't have anything to play. They take 2 damage if they tap their life from their Ancient Tomb. So basically, Grim Flayer and Putrid Imp just got there on their own. Surprising amount of damage that they and Ancient Tomb did to my opponent. Also, setting up my draws was pretty good, except it took a couple turns for that to work. Got another game. I'm on the draw again. I got a Stitcher Supplier and a Sakura Tribe Elder. Playing against Vorel. Seen this quite a few times recently. Alright, Genesis. Not something I want in my hand. Hopefully I can find a way to get rid of it. Alright, Mesmeric Orb, 2 lands. Not exactly what I want to be putting into my graveyard. So I got things in my hand that I'd rather have in my graveyard, and things in my graveyard that I'd rather have in my hand, which is kind of what happens. Alright, well, we're gonna kill the crap out of that thing. Play a forest. And attack. Say go. I just don't want them looting. I'd like to loot, but I don't have blue in my deck. Alright, they have a Trinket Mage. Interesting. I would have expected Vorel, but I got a Mana Crypt. Okay. Man, that's darn good. And a Jit. Alright. That's going to be a problem, because I'm not a creature deck, but they're going to get so many tokens on it. Do I bring that back? Yeah, let's... Liliana, Putrid Imp. Well, we can stall for one turn. And that'll help. Definitely getting a swamp there. Alright, they're equipping the Jit. And they're attacking. I'm blocked with a Scourge Tribe Elder. 1000% of the time. And I get a swamp and they get no tokens. Only buys me a turn. But they have a Wonder, which has flying, so it only buys me a turn. Nothing to bring back here. Yeah, well, let's Tireless Tracker and play a land. And say go. No, let's crack the clue. Alright, Stronghold. Alright, they're predictably equipping the Jit to the Wonder. Okay, I don't know what that was for. I don't think I have anything in my deck that deals with Umezawa's Jit. The plan's just kind of like to race it, I guess. And they're equipping it to the Trinket Mage. Alright. Dark Depths. Alright, let's draw a card, I guess. Regenerate's not going to do anything. Golgari Thug. And I do not have any ways to put anything in my graveyard. Alright, they're playing a Bident of Thassa. They are duplicating the number of counters. If they start pumping it, I'm just going to concede. That's so much damage. Alright. Got another game. I am on the play. Playing against Sidisi. Alright. This hand does not look great. I mean, crop rotation has actually underperformed quite a bit. Let's mulligan. Alright, let's mulligan. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, I'll take that. Deathrite Shaman. A little awkward with the Crucible of the Worlds. Because exiling a land. I can exile my opponent's lands, though. And they are probably going to have several of them. So, we'll just get in for now. Pretty awkward mulligan, though. My opponent is Cyclonic Rifting the Fauna Shaman. which is also known as card disadvantage. Alright. Let's... Yeah, I think I want that more. Play the Grim Flayer. Get in. And play the Crystal Vein. Let's say go. We can pop, if we don't draw a land, we can Crystal Vein, crack Crucible of Worlds. Alright, they have a Nyx Weaver. Alright. So let's Crystal Vein, crack, Crucible, replay the Crystal Vein, Fauna Shaman. Nyx Weaver, pretty awkward. Alright, land in their graveyard, pretty good for me. Acidic Slime, less good. Alright, there's Sidisi. Get a Zambi? They get a Zambi. They got a Scavenging Ooze, which fortunately isn't in play. Alright, they're getting in with the 2-3. No. Alright. Tireless Tracker. Alright, I guess we'll just say go. This Nyx Weaver is really fueling my opponent's Sidisi. They're getting in with Sidisi. They hit another zombie. I think I am... Well, let's crack this clue. Maybe we'll hit Dark Blast or something like that, which changes our blocks. Wild Mongrel. Okay. I think I double block here and block there. They had Putrefy on my Fauna Shaman, which, alright, whatever. I do have a Damnation or a Toxic Deluge I can draw into. I might need to at this point. I'm pretty far behind. Stitcher's Supplier. Alright, let's put that in my graveyard first. Alright, Wooded Foothills. Crack. Get a forest. I definitely want to look at one of these, because I do have 2 mana left over. Oh, let's not get a Dakmor Salvage. Get Rog Monster. Alright, that's the real deal. Another zombie. Another zombie. We're probably blocking one of them with the Stitcher Supplier. Alright, they're getting back their Putrefy with their Nyx Weavers so that they can kill my Tireless Tracker and get in. Alright, alright. Alright, so let's block there. And move to the end step. Exile whatever land. Doesn't matter what color. Crack this. I don't need Life from the Loam. Realms Uncharted. Let's draw something. And we're looking at the top of our deck here. Marsh Flats. Alright, let's exile Breeding Pool. Get Rog Monster. Might as well play him from our graveyard. No, I want fresh cards. Toxic Deluge. Alright. Forest. Swamp. And I guess we'll play a Wild Mongrel. That actually lets us draw another card and block the Sidisi, even if they can't have a way to kill the Gitrog monster. Still at 21 life. I have a regrowth to get back the Gitrog monster if they kill it. They are life from the Loaming. I'm gonna want to exile that. Deep Analysis. Signet. And a Fellwar Stone. Okay, a lot of mana. Lot of mana. Alright. Okay, let's do that. Block there. Let's, oops. This one. Discard a land. Keep our Titania is pretty good. Let's sacrifice that land, I guess. All right. So. Oh, they got their life from the loam back. Okay, so let's go ahead and yeah, I guess we'll play that. Oh, we're still in our upkeep. Like, I don't really want to... I don't think I need to Wrath here. Let's bring back a land here. Let's draw a card. Make a bunch of mana. No. Splendid Reclamation. Holy cow. Running out of lands to get with these. Alright. I have more tokens than you do. Animate Dead. Alright, and then let's get the Marsh Flats. Let's make another token. Draw another card. Man, did you know Gitrog Monster is really good? Is there anything to animate dead here? Plague Crafter. Let's just get in, get in. Alright, and we will discard some lands here because it doesn't really matter. And then discard another land. And discard another land. Just going for damage here. And discard another land. Alright, that's the end of our lands. That took way too long. Let's crop rotate this land. This is insane. For a... Where is it? Temple of the False God. And then Splendid Reclamation. Say go. Well, they got a Genesis. They can get an Acidic Slime or Snapcaster Mage to putrefy my Gitrog monster. Alright, you're likely dead anyways. And they had to pay 3 mana just to do that too. Alright, Snapcaster. Putrefy? Oh, Damnation. Okay, I didn't see that. Alright. I can rebuild. I have the technology and tons of mana. Just so much mana. I'm at 12 life. So that's worth... Let's regrow the Gitrog monster. Let's replay the Gitrog monster. I guess they can just keep getting it back, can't they? Okay, they're giving up. But yeah, they can just keep... Oh no, they got rid of the Damnation because it's flashback, so it gets rid of it. So they only have the Putrefy. Alright, so Gitrog monster is really good, it turns out. Alright, so this is game 3 in a match. Game 1, my opponent was mana screwed. Game 2, I flooded out. So... Yeah. None of those games were very interesting. I'm definitely keeping this hand. Although the mana is a little bit awkward. Also, playing a Mesmeric Orb against a Scarab God opponent is a little bit... I'm still going to do it. Alright, so I untap. I have a ton of mana. Alright, there's a Grim Backwoods. I'm going to tap down their island. Nope. I'm definitely going to tap down my Soul Ring. I actively want to mill myself. The Executioner and the Fen are pretty good. I don't think I'm going to take 2 damage, though, to mill myself another card. Alright. Mana Crypt. Regrowth. Alright. Play this thing. You know what? I'm gonna... Maybe I should have regrowth the land first. We can wait a turn. We'll see if there's anything better to regrowth. Might just draw a land. I don't need mana just yet. So I misrecorded a section of this game, so I need to play it from the replay, which don't exactly remember what happened here. Opponent paid a Darksteel Ingot and then a Gravecrawler. And then I tapped all my land so that I get the Mesmeric Orb going. Damnation, Reanimate. I played the Una's Plowler. They got their own Mesmeric Orb triggers. I drew a Liliana, it looks like. And then they put a Cartouche of Knowledge onto their Gravedigger. So I'm pretty sure at this point what I did was I Yeah, it's easier to just hit play. I played the Merciless Executioner to get rid of the Gravecrawler. I mean, it comes back, most likely, but... And then I copied the Bayou because I was short on land there. My opponent played a Liliana's Reaver, which, when it deals combat to a player, that player discards a card and you create a zombie. So definitely don't want to get hit by that thing. So I used the Blighted Fin to get rid of it. And then I swung in with the Merciless Executioner, and then I Life from the Loam to get some lands back, included the Blighting Fin. They have a Grave Titan. That's pretty good. I had to use my Regrowth on a land. Alright. Oh, I can, I got a Genesis? What can I Genesis? Curve Triheller, Una's Prowler, Fleshbag Marauder, Genesis, Tarmogoyf. Let's click on Tarmogoyf, but we're not gonna act. We're not gonna. I could put it last, but I still have the same number of targets. All right, Smuggler's Copter, Stinkweed Imp, Bazaar, Grimflayer. Let's grab the Stinkweed Imp. Play a land. I have 58 cards in my library, something I need to pay attention to. I play a land that doesn't get a swamp. I didn't have one that gets a swamp. Alright. Play Stinkweed Imp. I guess that's it. Alright. Alright, there's the Scarab God. They can't activate it this turn. But I don't have any way of dealing with it. Let's hit the Grave Titan, although they might just want that in their graveyard. Yeah, I guess we'll say go. I was thinking about maybe drawing a card. What do we got here? Stinkweed, Guard, Grave Troll. Let's hit the Grave Troll. Not pay for it. And let's dredge the Grave Troll. Yeah, we'll dredge the Grave Troll. Dark Depths. Alright. That's a thing we can do now. So for now, let's play this thing. Stall out my opponent a couple of turns. Should be quite a few creatures. 10 of them? That's pretty good. I can bring back something? Shriekmaw doesn't do anything. Wild Mongrel, Living Death, Grimflayer. The Grave Troll's in my hand. Alright, we'll just say go. Should probably always yield to that. Yeah, okay. You gonna bring back the Titan? No? That still hurts quite a bit. I think I have to block them. Paragraph Colossus. This thing is giant. Whenever you cast a zombie, create a 2/2? Wow. They are making a Tarmogoyf. It would be a 4/4, but its text specifically says that its power is different than that. Alright, yeah, they can attack with the Scarab God. Otherwise, they lose it. Let's target whatever. Doesn't really matter, because we're not going to pay. And we definitely want life from the loam. We want life from the loam back. Dark Depths. Temple. Petrified Fields. Let's play the Dark Depths. And cost me 2 life to play this Grave Troll. 2... 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to do it anyways. It's big. It's a 14/14. Alright, let's just say go. Maybe I should have... No, I need the 3. I need the insects. Alright, I'll lose like 5 life, so... I'm on a pretty tight clock here. They had a undead alchemist back with the Scarab God. Zombie control would deal combat damage to a player. I don't see that happening. Alright, they're getting in with everything. Do they have like a wrath or something? We're gonna hit that. Block there. 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 There. Alright. It kills most of their stuff, and I lose some insect tokens, but otherwise I think I'm alright. Alright, yeah, I think that worked pretty well for me. They didn't even properly trigger the Scarab God. Alright, end step. Thespian stage becomes a copy of this thing. I want to keep this one with no tokens on it. Make a 20/20. Vraska's Contempt is already in their graveyard. And Genesis, I guess that. No. Oh. Okay. So that exiles my things and then makes zombies. That's unfortunate. That's actually a problem. Alright, let's get in with the... do I want to get back something? No. Maybe I should have. Yeah, we'll just get in with a 20/20. Maybe I should have let this thing die so that I could recast it. Because I'm at 9 life. And I don't have much that... gets me out of this. I might just be dead. Maybe I should have gotten something back. Let's play that. And Say go, I guess. I guess I could dread return, but that's not great. Alright, let's see if they can kill me. Right now I see 8 damage. Actually, technically 6 damage, because I can force them to sacrifice a zombie. Okay, I think they got me. Maybe not. What do they got here? So they tapped this thing already. Alright, maybe they don't. We got... I only killed 2 zombies, and I take 2 damage. They got some mana tapped. They got 1 minute left. I really want to see the end of this game. Actually, I only killed 1 zombie, because I'm chump blocking the other one. They're not even getting in with everything. So, let's block there. Block there. We take 6 damage. Oh, this... Instead, that player puts... Okay. Come on. Secure Tribe Elder. No. Auto yielded to that. Probably should auto yield to that. Get in with the 2020. Cancel. Splendid Reclamation. Jeez. I think that's it. I mean, they have got colorless mana. It looks like they're going to time out, but 6 seconds left. Right? I mean, I call that a win whichever way it goes. I don't think they had an answer. It says they have 3 seconds. I don't know which way I won, but I'm pretty sure that was I managed to pull out a win out of nowhere. That was crazy. Alright, so that was an interesting, fun deck. It's not particularly good. Notably, Izoni, I almost never cast it. It wasn't that good when I did cast it. Usually it just eats a removal spell. It costs 6 mana, and then its activate ability is 2 more. Usually you don't have that, and usually your opponents can keep you from drawing extra cards with it. And even then, it's not really that good. Get Rog Monster obviously shined, which is an indication that this probably should just be a Get Rog Monster deck. In which case, it's just a Get Rog Monster deck, which is a different deck, but kind of similar. Not so much in the Dredge theme. You could make a Get Rog Monster Dredge deck, but I think just the regular Get Rog Monster deck is already a very, very good deck. And you'd be fine just playing that instead of... But this was a fun experiment. It obviously has some weaknesses, but I thought it would be fun to try. I think it's better than the Izoni decks that I've seen. It's just not very consistent. Which, you know, is a problem. And Get Rog Monster does not really have that problem. So I guess that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.